everybody, welcome back to Mulu's Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make stuffed peppers. All this pretty color paper, I'm going to show you how to stuff them with meat and rice. So let's start. Okay, so as you can see, they're all open, but I saved one so I can show you how to open them. So you gotta take sharp knife and very gentle. You don't want to poke yourself or the paper, so you just cut it slow. And you want to take out the seed by cutting it from the inside. Just take it off. Comes out simply, and that's done. Now you have an opening, empty in the inside. Okay, now that you see the paper is done, I want to show you first all the ingredients we have. Right here I have half onion chopped really small, and that's red pepper, the exact one as I have over there, green, parsley, and garlic. And this is just jalapeno. We're gonna drop it while it's cooking, and that's why it's there. And then we have here ground cumin, complete seasoning, and kicked chicken, and ground coriander, and tomato paste, and then Maggi, salt, oil. And then right here we have rice, 2.5 pound cup, washed and soaked for 10 minutes. And then I have here ground beef. I will say this is about a pound or a little more than a pound. You can put as much as you want rice. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead and add first the rice. Make sure you prepare the rice first. Wash it, soak it. You want it to be a little soaked. Open it up. There's a little bit of water, and that's okay because it's going to end up being absorbed by the rice. So, oops. Open it up, everything again. Now we're gonna go ahead and add all the ingredients: onion, garlic, pepper, and parsley. Parsley is really good. It gives just this delicious rice, and parsley and meat goes together always. You can add it on anything you cook, actually. All right. Okay, now we're gonna start adding all the seasonings. Now cumin is really delicious for this. You gotta add good amount. You can never have enough. Of course, don't pour all of it, but look how much I'm adding. It just brings the flavor. And complete seasoning. That looks good. And kicking it too. And the ground coriander is also just as important as the cumin. This dish has to have these two things, very important. Never mind the rest of the stuff, especially these two, but you must have these two and this and the salt if you can't have the rest. and then salt. We can add later if we need. And then of course oil. I think that's good. Okay. This is gonna be at the end, so we're gonna keep it aside. I'm gonna show you. Now we can just go ahead and mix everything together. And after, you know, mixing it like this, I think you need to use your hand because this is just not enough. You really gotta get in there and mix it really good with hand. For me, there's nothing better than my hand. Nothing can replace my hand. So I'm gonna show you. You see how it's becoming like almost everything is equal with the rice and meat. Okay, I'm gonna use my hand. This is as far as spatula can go. Okay, my hand is washed before I start cooking. You see that? You gotta really massage it, bring everything together. And if you want, sometimes, you know, if I'm not hurrying, I can leave it for 10 minutes sitting all together like this. It doesn't, you know, it gives everything time to, what's it called? Sit before you start cooking it. Okay, everybody, so it's been mixing, and now I'm going to take and try to stuff it inside the paper. So you gotta go slow and try to spread it around, and you're going to leave space in the middle, because if you fill it up all the way to the top and too heavy, then when the rice cooks it will expand and it's gonna crack the paper, and we don't want that. So we want to leave as much as this big of a space inside. And then I'm gonna put it in the a little more too deep, and in the large pan that I have here, this is what you want to put it in, because it's gonna be filled up with water to help it cook. Okay, I'm done putting the papers in the large pot. So what happened was I have leftover. So when there is leftover like this, you do not want to throw it. I'm gonna show you what you can do with this. So you take oil, you put oil in here, and you're gonna let it warm. In the meantime, we're gonna start put this, well, let me move this over there. Once it gets warm, okay, you can pause the video. Okay, we're gonna take the tomato paste, put it in the large bowl. Now I have warm water right here. Can you just add small? We're gonna mix it until it's smooth. Okay, you want it to get this consistency so that you can fill it up with as much as water. I think that's good for now. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the large pan. Slow and gentle. You want to go as far as away from the papers. Okay, now that I added the tomato paste, I'm going to add water. It's warm water. Okay, you want it to be the water up to that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add my Maggi. And we're gonna add the jalapeno. It's not spicy, and if you want it spicy, it's fine. Okay, as you can see, it's almost to the top of the paper, so that's how we want it. Then because when it boils, you don't want it to go, you know, everywhere or flip, so we gotta take a plate, small plate, that is gonna cover all of them, the edge on top of it. Okay, because this paper is bigger than the rest of them, it's giving me a hard time, but we're gonna manage. So once we do that, you take a cup of water, you put it on top so the plate doesn't move around. Hopefully your papers are not bigger than mine, so it will stay okay. And I'm gonna turn the heat to high until it boils, and we will see how it looks when it boils. Okay everybody, so you remember we have that leftover. We're not gonna throw it, and this will be actually faster than the peppers to cook, because the pepper is gonna take a really long time to cook. So I'm getting the oil heat up, and you don't need that much oil because we already have oil and mixture. So I'm going to add this here. By the way, if you don't want to do the peppers, you know, if it's a lot of work for you, you can actually do this exactly and cook it in the pan. So what do you want is you want to cook everything really well with oil until it's crispy. Okay, see, it's been cooking. You want it to be, you want to see this, like where it's everything is cooked, the meat, the onion, and peppers together. And then you boil hot water, and we're gonna add that on here. Look at that. You want to create this. You don't want to add cold water. And there you go. You don't need that much water because the rice was already soaked and cooked a little bit, so I think this should be perfect. And now that's boiling. I will leave it to boil like this for until the water completely is gone, and then I'll bring it to low. Okay, it's been cooking for, I would say, maybe 5 minutes. So this is how I wanted the rice to look. Not much water. So then we're going to go ahead and lower it to the lowest and just leave it to cook slow. And you can check it once in a while. Now let's go back to this. See, it's boiling right now. And I changed the cup because I wasn't able to cover it with the lid. So I put smaller cup with water, and now the cover can fit. So we're gonna let it cook probably for about 15 minutes, and then we come back and see it. Okay guys, now we're gonna add these 3 ingredients for the broth. So first I'm gonna put the salt. You just put it on top. It's boiling, so when you add it on top, it spreads quickly. And this is the ground coriander, because we're gonna have the broth as a soup aside. And now we're gonna add the cumin, the ground cumin. It would have been better if I added before I put the plate, but this is how it goes with Mulu's cooking. Alright. Okay, let's check the rice, how it's done. Look at how it came out. This is complete dinner. Like, it has the rice, has the meat, it has the vegetable. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna let somebody try this. Somebody lucky. Okay. So now we're gonna move to the actual meal. Now it's been boiling for 15 minutes, and let me see. Look at that. Look at that. How good it looks. And what I'm gonna do is move it over here. Okay, we're gonna lower the heat to low, and then I put these because I don't want my peppers to burn on the bottom, and this helps it from getting direct heat. But if you don't have that, you don't have to do that. You just lower the heat as much as you can and let it cook. But you want to let it cook slow after 15 minutes. And make sure it's balanced so that doesn't tip. And if you have kids, try to use the back because this is not safe. And now we're just gonna let it cook, and I'll come back and check on it. Okay, let's see. It's been cooking very slow for 45-50 minutes, so we're gonna take out the water, and I'm gonna take out the small plate. You gotta take it out really slow. Now you can see how expanded and filled up what I left in the middle open so that it can do that. Look how beautiful that look. Oh, wait till you try it. Oh, you can't try it. Okay, you have to try it at your house. Okay, now I'm going to turn it off, and I'm gonna move it first before I start to scoop. I need to move this over there and then bring it back near to me. Oh, look at how it's boiling because it's directly on the heat. So okay, we're gonna keep it where it is. Okay, now we're gonna try to take it out slow and gentle. I think I'm gonna start with the smallest so it's easy to take it out. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then what you do is, okay, now I'm gonna take out some of the broth. You can eat the broth first. And then you can have the stuffed pepper. And look at that. This is my dish for the day. And what okay guys, so now I'm gonna try the broth. It's hot. Just wanna try. Everything came out. It's really, really good. Now let's try this. Let's open it slow. Look at that. See that? And I just, oh wow. Look at how it filled up. You guys, please enjoy it, and thank you for watching. Please share and like, and I really appreciate for watching me today. Have a good day.